Okay, so about a week ago I made a video where I went to the moon in Minecraft, and at this point I'm just hoping it's a week ago by the time I get this video out, purely because my work ethic in anything but school is pretty terrible. But anyways, in that video I said that I was going to conquer the entire solar system, and I intend to achieve that goal. The only problem is, it is going to be painful. So, with all that being said, let's get to the fun part, which is grinding. So in order for us to go to the next planet, we're going to need a lot of stuff. The first problem is we need a bunch of rockets, but fortunately, I have a couple. The second problem is eventually we're going to need boosters, which really I checked, we don't need them yet, so I wasted a bunch of my time, because fortunately, I have a couple. These things actually stack, it just looks cooler if it has a full chest full. I mean, come on. I want to look cool, this is the internet. And the other thing we're going to need is a lot of gear. I've also got a bit of that. So I made sure to upgrade all of my protective suit stuff, so that way I don't actually die this time. I probably still end up dying. Got everything else we need. This can actually make an airlock. Sealed glass. Banners. Pretty much everything we needed for the last one. But I also made a crossbow, and I have some fireworks to go with that. And so now I will ask you one question. How many explosives should you fit into one firework? The answer is Merca! I also have a bunch of bottles of enchanting, so that way I can repair my armor because it has mending on it. And now there's actually one thing I don't have a lot of, and that's slime balls. And also subscribers. But for all intensive reasons for this video, slime balls. And that's mostly because Mojang completely screwed over slime ball farms with the latest update, because now there's caves and slimes don't like spawning when there are other mobs nearby, so it just became an entire pain. Luckily Looting 3 made it a bit better. As you can see in the background, we also have our rocket, so we're just about ready to go. The question is, how will I mess this up? Okay, so the first planet on our list is Ganymede. I don't know why it's not Mars and why they're going out of order in such horrific fashion, but whatever. I need to get more stuff. And also, I'm scared for when I have to go to Mars. I'm not even going to try to explain how I have to get to Mars. It is stupidly annoying. So, we're just gonna stick to the ones that, you know, won't make me use my last 2 brain cells quite yet. And the next one's Ganymede, and it's purely because that's where you get better armor. So, you know how you have the protective suit? Yeah, well, there's actually a better spacesuit, but you can only get it if you have cold shards, which are essentially purple power shards, because apparently the devs of this were way too lazy and just decided to make the same exact thing, but purple. Anyways, so we're going to need to get that if we want to actually go to other planets, and we will need boosters at some point, but apparently for this we don't need boosters. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm being an idiot, which would be likely, but either way, we just need to get everything that we need, and then we're all good. And as I showed you earlier, I've already got everything. So really, we just now need to make sure everything's ready to go, make final preparations, and then yeah, we're gonna go to Ganymede, and hopefully, I don't die. I probably still will. Okay, so we've made all the final preparations, and we're finally ready to go to Ganymede. As you can see here, our rocket is fully fueled, and we have it going to Ganymede here. And so you actually need boosters for interplanetary travel, and every time you add a booster, this will go up by 1. The cap is 4, and I believe the way it works is you expend 1 booster every time you go to another planet. So I think you need 2 to go to a planet and back, because as you see in the chat, with the first time you gain your rocket when logging onto the world, it will see warning, boosters required for interplanetary travel. So you will need boosters for everything except the moon. Just so you know, because I literally tried going to Ganymede without boosters and it didn't work. I told you I'm an idiot. So yeah, everything should actually work now, so let's just try it for real this time. Alright, so I hope this works because I literally messed it up the last time, so here we go. Lift off in 3, 2, 1... Alright, here we go. We are on Ganymede now. Well, not technically on it, but oh wow. Oh, dang. This is not what I was expecting. Oh, and there's Jupiter. Okay, well, we are here. What the heck is most of this stuff? Looks like there's a lot of ores here again, so that's nice. Well, we have made it to Ganymede, and what the heck? Cosmic crystals. Do these make anything? Okay, well, okay, so the gravity is a little lighter here. Not as much as the moon, though. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to make another base and start figuring out what the heck is going on here. Okay, so we have the base all set up, and it's actually a bit more advanced this time because I add an airlock and a power generator to keep it online. And so now I should be able to find a way to just keep the oxygen going, but I have not found a way to do that yet, so I'm gonna have to struggle a bit. In the meantime, let's do a bit of exploring. What the heck is that? I'm just concerned right now. Why is there just a giant orange haze in the... What? Well, that's concerning. It might just be the sun. Okay, so it looks like the main thing about Ganymede is it has ice oceans. Isn't that supposed to be Europa? I really feel like that would be Europa, but whatever. So it looks like iron and copper are abundant here. But these aren't the main things we want to get, but getting them will sure be useful. Okay, so I believe these are cold shards from the look of it, and yes, it is. We have cold shards, so we're definitely in the right place, and as you can see up in the top right corner, that's the new armor, which, oh wow, there's actually a few here. Nice. So we can actually make 3 of the 4 armor pieces right now, so that's nice. So we just need to find more. Okay, so as you see here, there's literal oceans of ice. So now I have a question for you. What would happen if I used a boat on it? Because as you probably know, ice boating is the fastest method of transportation in Minecraft, or at least one of the fastest, and there are literal oceans of ice here. I think you can tell what we're gonna be doing. Initiating warp speed. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Cold shards actually aren't as uncommon as I thought they were. Well, these things are actually pretty common. Huh. Go figure. Wow, these things are actually really common. You go from the moon where power shards were insanely, well, not insanely hard, but decently hard to find, to here where, yeah, find an ocean, you'll be fine. Wait, hold on, is this regular? This doesn't look like regular. Hold on. Okay, no, that's just light soil. I thought that was regular sand. It looked like regular sand. So can I... What type of ice is this? Oh, this is packed ice. I must say, this place must be better than the moon, considering the fact that it has all the loot that the moon has, but it's got no mobs, and stuff is easier to find. So I really feel like this place is just better. I came here expecting there to be a bunch of mobs to fight and stuff, but there's just nothing. There's just a bunch of these purple things and then a bunch of ores and loot. Which, I mean, I'm not complaining too much, but I mean, I added all these enchantments. I thought there was going to be stuff to do. They're probably saving it all for Mars, where I'm going to have to fight the Martians. Okay, so we got a good amount of loot for. Oh. Okay, so we got a good amount of loot from Ganymede. We have 52 cold shards, which is a lot more than the power shards I got. Whatever the heck these cosmic crystals are, ton of iron. I could get some copper, I probably will at some point just for more emeralds. And just some packed ice. So, yeah, kind of underwhelming compared to the moon. But now that I can actually go to other planets, since I can make heat resistance clothing. So, let's do that. Okay, so we're back on Earth from our trip to Ganymede, and now is where the important stuff starts. Because now we have these cold shards, and cold shards can be used to make the heat-resistant clothing, and that's what we need to go to most of the other planets. Because you see, the next one I believe is Mercury, and that one is literally right next to the sun. So obviously it's going to be pretty hot. Mars and Titan I think are two of the other ones. They're not very hot because they're pretty far away. But Mercury, ooh boy, it's gonna be hot. And I think that it might give me more armor bars in total. Perhaps. I really hope it does. I want to be ready. And I also hope that I can finally fight more stuff. Because Ganymede was a little boring. And I need audience retention. So yeah, let's get all that clothing made and let's get ready. Alright, so I've got all the clothing and let's just enchant it. And so here we go. And the game just crashed. Of course it did. Well, that's unfortunate. That is not good. Alright, so we've got the heat resistant suit and we're ready to go to Mercury. My only hope is that we can actually get to Mercury using this rocket, because if not, that means I need to make the stage 3 rocket, and that's a conversation for later. Hopefully, I really don't want to have to start making that because, oh boy, it is looking bad. And also, it's better just to get to another planet instead of having to talk about another rocket because audience retention. Anyways, let's get moving. Alright, so we're getting ready to go to Mercury, and here we go. 3, 2, 1, and lift off. Okay, and it looked like it worked because we are here. Good thing I didn't need the stage 3 rocket yet. So here's Mercury. I'm already seeing a bunch of stuff here, so that slightly concerns me. What the heck? Okay, well, I have no idea what these things are. Oh, it's salvaged isotopes. Oh, that's this. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, wait. Oh, it can also give you copper. Oh, interesting. Oh, it looks like they're mystery items. Oh, that's weird. Well, okay then. Let's just start building a base and then figure out what the heck is going on here. Okay, so I got the base all set up, and so far it's looking like we should have made this heat resistant suit, and I'm glad I did, because if you look here, the soil here is literally called scorched soil. And the sun is right there. I'm also gonna run a test real quick. Let's see what happens if we put on the regular armor. Will I start, like, dying? Oh, no. Okay, maybe I didn't need to make this after all. Oh, wait, no, I did. Oh, no, I did. I definitely did. Okay, no, I definitely did. Okay. Well. Okay, so if you do go to Mercury, make sure you have the heat resistance suit, because if you do not, you will die. That was nearly unfortunate. Okay. Guess I can just put this away. Alright, anyways, let's go look at some other stuff, because I saw that what that was, but I have no idea what this is yet. Okay, so I believe these are like metal sheet blocks. Or just metal blocks. What the heck are these though? Metal columns, okay. Metal sheet blocks are definitely going to be useful for later. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you can trade in a bunch of this stuff at the scavengers or whatever it is. I don't quite know yet, but I believe you can trade stuff to them, and I think that's some stuff we're going to definitely need for later. How is it that the moon is the most dangerous place of them all? At least so far, I guarantee you, if we get to Mars and there's not something trying to kill me, I don't know. So I did a bit of looking around, and there's a lot of these salvage areas, and it looks like the main thing that you get from them are salvage isotopes, salvage amplifiers, salvage circuits, magnets, discs, some wires, ores. You can also get metal blocks and metal columns. So that appears to be the main thing that you get from those, and I think there is a villager class that deals with these sorts of things. So we're going to have to find out what that is and see what they are actually useful for. So yeah, that appears to be the loot that you get on Mercury. And just remember, you cannot come here if you don't have the heat resistance armor, because if you don't have it, you will burn. And that's not fun. Also, I did a bit more testing, and yes, after setting this configuration up on Mercury as well, it appears that this is the correct way to set up the oxygen generation system, so that way you do not die. All you need to do really is just have oxygen generator, life support, the cosmic generator, and then make sure you have those connectors underneath the life support generator and the cosmic generator, so that way it's all connected. And yes, you have to make a separate one for this. So kind of annoying, but oh well. So now that we have all of our loot, why don't we just go back to Earth and see what's up with that scrap dealer or whatever that villager is. I still don't know. I'm figuring this out as I go along. Alright, so we got all of our stuff again, and this time we are headed to Io, and I'm expecting this one to be full of lava and volcanoes. If not, I'm going to be disappointed. And for some reason, my spaceship is sparkling all green. I feel like I should be concerned at that, but then again, I mean, I've been concerned this entire time, and nothing bad has happened, right? Right? Alright, we're going to Io. 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. And I was right, there is a ton of lava here. Oh my gosh, I better not land in lava. Okay, I was definitely right about that. Okay, this looks a lot like a basalt biome, and okay, wow, well. This is definitely something. Hold on. Okay, well, this is definitely something. And I guess we'll just have to find out what all this stuff is. Looks like there's also some gold and iron. Oh yeah, I actually wonder what do these silver vents even do? Okay. I don't even want to try to water bucket. Good thing that the gravity here is actually very light. And as you can see, this is another moon of Jupiter. Europa is also one. Apparently they decided to make 3 separate moons of Jupiter. Anyways, we should probably make a base before exploring. Good thing there's an area right here to start doing that. Okay, so we got the base all set up, and since this is a very hot moon, I want to see if the regular suit actually ends up working. So let's just see real quick. If I start dying when I go out here, I'm gonna have to wait for Breathable 2 to end. So let's just wait here. And it should end momentarily, and then we'll see if we start burning. Okay, looks like we... Okay, looks like we are fine. So we can actually use this regular suit, and we don't need the heat resistant suit. That literally might just be from Mercury. Anyways, so things that this planet seems to have. A lot of gold and once again a lot of iron. So those are 2 very important things, so that's good that this place has a lot of them. And obviously this environment isn't very friendly, and I wonder if there are is anything else here that might be useful. Okay, so I did a bit of mining, and if you've learned anything from any of these planets, it should be that all the loot here is overpowered. Okay, hold on now. Okay, so I did a bit of mining, and if there's one thing that you should have learned from all of this mining on all these planets, is that the loot on every single planet is overpowered. Like, seriously, I didn't go into creative mode for this. This is just in the caves. They're just overpowered. I don't understand. It just must be because of the new Caves and Cliffs update, which, I mean, yeah, that probably definitely helps a lot, but didn't realize it'd be this helpful. Alright, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. It took me a long time to actually edit this, so remember what I said in the beginning that I was hoping it was gonna be a week? Well, yeah, it ended up being a lot longer than that. So I'll make another video later where I go to the other 3 moons and planets, and that should also be a lot of fun, but I'll probably make a lot of other content first. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.